Hello, this is Liz DeVries with the Yuma County Library District, and I'm the branch librarian at the San Luis Library. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Mother's Day and how it was celebrated in Yuma. Mother's Day was first proposed by Anna Jarvis. Jarvis was inspired to create a day for mothers after her own mother died in 1905. The first memorial for her mother was held in May in 1907, and in 1908, churches and local organizations responded to her proposal and hosted Mother's Day services across the country. In March of 1908, Anna Jarvis spoke at the International Congress of Mothers to propose the resolution that the second Sunday of May will be celebrated throughout the country as a Remembrance Day for mothers. Jarvis proposed that sailors and soldiers write home to their mothers that day and that others wear a white carnation to honor their mother. The first mention of Mother's Day in Yuma newspapers was in March 29, 1910, when a very short sentence appeared in the Yuma Examiner. The Woodman Club observed May 8th as Mother's Day and asked all members to wear a white carnation and write to their mothers if they weren't in Yuma. A Mother's Day program would be held at Eagles Hall. Mother's Day began as a simple and solemn day to honor your mother. However, businesses quickly saw the potential profits, and led by the floral industry, they quickly turned Mother's Day from a simple celebration into a rather large and widely celebrated national holiday with substantial commercial ties. From Yuma's local newspapers, we can see this transition taking place. In the early 1910s, Mother's Day programs consisted of picnics and lunches usually hosted by churches and local groups such as the Woodmen or Elks. In 1921, the state recognized Mother's Day as an official observance. The article on the left features a segment of the governor's proclamation. The article on the right is a quote from Anna Jarvis in which she says, "Not any person or society will be authorized to solicit funds for any cause in connection with name or celebrations of Mother's Day." She goes on to say that anyone who does should be disapproved of by the public and reported to the authorities. In the early 1920s, Anna Jarvis essentially declared war on the commercialization of the holiday. She managed to stop a rally in New York in 1923 and spent the next several years lambasting customers and producers alike. She once told a reporter that she was sorry she started the whole thing. In an ironic twist of fate, she received thousands of Mother's Day cards from 1943 until her death in 1948, and the Florist Exchange paid some of her bills when she was moved into a sanitarium in 1943. By 1925, we start to see a lot of advertising in the local papers. This graphic was displayed on the front page of the Morning Sun along with two other ads, one for flowers and the other for chocolate, two staples of Mother's Day gifts today. By the late 20s, the local papers were printing gift suggestions and ideas. The local organizations were mentioning gift giving and gift drives in their Mother's Day programming events. It was clear that despite Jarvis's best efforts, Mother's Day gift giving was becoming the expected thing to do. One of the first advertisements in Yuma that explicitly says buy a gift for Mother's Day in Yuma newspapers was in 1923. It's for a phonograph with text that says, "What better way to show Mother how much you love her than with a phonograph so she can listen to her favorite artist and hear the sounds of the world." After this initial advertisement, ideas in gift giving exploded across the newspapers. Everything was advertised, from new cars, long-distance phone calls, and even passenger train tickets. Even the Yuma Daily Sun posted a notice saying, "What can we compare with that inner joy that comes with giving good gifts to those we love? Remember your mother." In May 1934, the Morning Sun placed a full-page spread of ads for Mother's Day gift giving in the paper. Some of the highlights include gifting jewelry, a Plymouth 6 car, shoes, clothing, and a dinner out. One of the ads suggested adding a silk dress to their Mother's Day package, implying that Mother's Day spending was expected and gift giving was getting larger. A 1987 article on the history of Mother's Day claimed that Americans sent 125 million greeting cards and spent $6 billion on the holiday annually. Businesses didn't always advertise their product during Mother's Day. Some businesses merely published notices celebrating Mother's Day, such as this notice from Johnson Mortuary in 1937 offering reverent greetings to mothers everywhere. The middle article is a page from the 1986 Yuma Daily Sun Sunday paper insert that included advertising, children's drawings of their mothers, and quotes from local Yuman children describing and celebrating their mothers. There was also an award for Mother of the Year. The insert was 47 pages long, and 1986 was not the only year the Yuma Daily Sun created such an extravagant insert dedicated to mothers. The last page is a similar example published in 2003. However, the 47 pages is reduced to less than a single page with special messages for mothers and the Draw Your Mom contest winners. Mother's Day is now celebrated in a variety of ways in the U.S., and many countries now have similar holidays. Humans since the beginning in 1910 associated Mother's Day with food-filled family gatherings. Every year, the local newspapers posted events and notices about where to participate in Mother's Day programs. Annual picnics were very common in Yuma. Mother's Day spending in 2019 reached $25 billion and is still dominated by greeting cards, flowers, and special outings. The graph from the National Retail Federation examines where people were expected to spend their money in 2019. The experiences of mothers vary as wildly as how we celebrate the holiday and honor our mothers. Just as we each have our own traditions, so does each family and mother have their own approach to parenting. Check out these books from the library showcasing different experiences in mothering. Thanks for joining me. Have a wonderful day.